Number 1 is Ordacta, Baracouda. 2 is Baracouda. Thierry Doumen and also his father Francois attempting a double here this afternoon. Number 3 is Count Campione, Timmy Murphy. 4, Deano's Beeno. Great stayer, but can he do it right-handed? Tony McCoy. Number 5 is Serenus, Mick Fitzgerald. 6 is Theatral, Norman Williamson. 7, Ballycay is Warren Marston. Number 8, Celtic Native, Richard Johnson. And 9, Kate's Charm, Andrew Thornton. So all 9 go here, going still very heavy in testing. Let's have a look and see how Angus is getting on in the ring.
Thanks, Jim. Well, Deano's Beeno is the biggest price it's been all day, 5-2, and this is a tremendous betting race. I would say the biggest betting race between now and Christmas. Baracouda, 130 with Ladbrokes in the offices this morning. 3-1 was very popular elsewhere. 11-4 into 5-2, and it might well end up starting favourite. Theatral is 7-2, weak here on the course but popular in the offices, and there was a big gamble this morning on Kate's Charm. They did the 12s in the offices and it's solid at 8-1, and here on the course a good each way whisper for Celtic Native. Those two are being backed against the front 3 in the betting. The rest are big prices. Serenus 16s, Ordacta 25s, Count Campione 33s, and Ballycay is also 33.
Orders and they're racing. The rank outsider, Count Campione, is the first one to step off. Deano's Beeno up there in the early stages. No one anxious really to set a gallop. Just in behind them, Ordacta, followed then by Celtic Native in the white cap right there in the centre from Theatral and Baracouda. As they amble along towards the first, then Ballycay is just behind them. They're followed by Kate's Charm and Serenus. Long run, as you can see, before they reach this first flight. And Deano's Beeno over on the far side, about 3 or 4 lengths in front. Count Campione and then Ordacta, just in behind them Theatral, as they head now towards the first of 10 flights. It's Deano's Beeno unchallenged, just ambling along over the first. Now Ordacta moving up into a clear second from Count Campione. 1 length away is Theatral, followed by Baracouda, and behind them on the outside is Celtic Native. They're followed next by Kate's Charm, who's giving the leaders a fair start from Ballycay, and last of all is Serenus as they race into Swindley Bottom on the first occasion. Well, after setting a very slow pace and a crawl in the early stages, Tony McCoy just stepping up the tempo slightly here as they race out of Swindley Bottom. Don't forget, it's a long pull up towards the home straight on the first occasion. It's Deano's Beeno, still a long way to go, leads by 4 lengths to Ordacta on the outside. Count Campione with a white face, red cap is in third. Just in behind them on the right of picture, Celtic Native, just being preceded by Baracouda, the French runner. Further back is Theatral, then Ballycay. Further back in the field then is Kate's Charm and Serenus towards the rear as they head now towards the third flight. Deano's Beeno on the outside, just the leader from in the centre, Ordacta, and on the left is Count Campione. Just in behind them, Baracouda, Thierry Doumen just taking closer order. Out wider on the right of picture is Celtic Native, followed by Theatral and then Kate's Charm tucked in behind them. Serenus just edging a little bit closer, and in the noseband the white jacket of Ballycay, and they're vying for last position. Heading now towards the entrance to the home straight in this Cantor Index long walk hurdle on Cantor Fitzgerald Day at Ascot. And out in front, it's still Deano's Beeno on the near side by 2 lengths to Count Campione. In behind them is Ordacta, followed then by Theatral, who's very handy fourth on the far side as they come out of the fourth. Further back then is Ordacta in the centre, Kate's Charm over on the far side, then Baracouda, the black jacket, corded cap, the near side. They're followed as they come to the fifth by Ballycay, and further back then Celtic Native, and Serenus whips them in about 10 lengths off the pace as they race up to the judge now, and they've got a complete circuit ahead of them. Deano's Beeno setting a sensible gallop in these testing conditions, but it'll be interesting to see what McCoy is going to do in the next half mile or so, whether he's actually going to go for home early and try and put the pressure on, or whether he's going to wait until they get to the bottom to Swindley Bottom. It's Deano's Beeno on the outside of Count Campione, stride for stride, a length away then Ordacta. In behind them is Theatral, and in behind them I think it's going as well as any. Theatral in fourth, Barracuda on the outside is next, followed then by Celtic Native. Ballycay as well back in the field, followed next by Serenus and Kate's Charm, and as you can see they haven't really increased the tempo at all as they continue their journey past the 1.5 mile marker, and a long run before they reach the 6th flight. Almost back where they started. Deano's Beeno, now McCoy just starting to increase that pace slightly. Leads by 3 lengths to Count Campione, the white face on the near side from Ordacta. In behind them is Theatral, and Norman Williamson will be awake to Tony McCoy's tactics out in front. That's Celtic Native taken out wide in the white cap as they continue their journey down towards flight number 6. Deano's Beeno showing the way from Barracuda. Now the race taking shape. Ordacta in the centre. Theatral awake to any move. Then on the far side is Celtic Native as they head over the 6th, followed by Count Campione, who's lost ground. Back in the field is Kate's Charm from Ballycay, and further back is Serenus. But as they race into Swinley Bottom now, they've got 4 flights left to jump, and it's Deano's Beeno still defying them by 1.5 lengths to Barracuda on the outside of Theatral as they race into Swinley Bottom now. They're followed by Celtic Native, who's getting closer as well, the white cap on the outside of Barracuda, and that quartet are clear of Ordacta, and then Kate's Charm grabbing hold of the bit now. 2 lengths to Ballycay and Serenus at the rear. Count Campione has dropped right out. They race uphill now towards 4 out, and it's Deano's Beeno being ridden along all the time is just the leader here from on the outside now. Celtic Native and Barracuda, in behind them Kate's Charm. They're followed by Ordacta, a long gap to Theatral, who hasn't picked up. They're followed by Serenus and Ballycay as they come to the 3rd last. Barracuda almost upsides. Deano's Beeno now, they're 4 lengths to Celtic Native, followed next by Theatral. But as they race up towards the entrance to the home straight, it's Thierry Doumen on the far side. Tony McCoy on Deano's Beeno on the left, really working over time, but Doumen sitting as quiet as a church mouse. They're 4 lengths in front now, Celtic Native, followed by Theatral and Kate's Charm. They're on the turn in for home now in the Cantor Index long walk hurdle. Deano's Beeno on the far side being pressured by, on the near side, Barracuda, who's absolutely running away with Thierry Doumen. They're about 4 or 5 lengths to Celtic Native and a long gap to the rest. On the turn in for home though, with 2 left to jump, Barracuda strides into the lead now. He still hasn't gone for him from Deano's Beeno, and behind them is Celtic Native. At the 2nd last, he gives Barracuda his head. He jumps at 2 lengths in front. He's starting to stride clear now of Deano's Beeno. They're followed by Celtic Native, a long gap, Count Campione. But look at Barracuda. He's absolutely annihilated them. He's gone 10, 15 lengths in front. A matter of name the distance. It's Barracuda coming up to the line here to win for Thierry Doumen and his father Francois. Barracuda is going to win this by a street. Barracuda is the winner of the Cantor Index long walk hurdle. In 2nd, Deano's Beeno, 2nd again in this race. Followed then in 3rd by Celtic Native. A long gap to Count Campione, followed then by Ordacta, then Ballycay from Serenus. The others are distanced. Well back in the field is Theatral and Kate's Charm. The winner though, and completing a double for the Doumen family, is number 2 Barracuda, owned by Roger Barbie, trained by Francois Doumen, ridden by his son Thierry, saluting the crowd. Number 4 Deano's Beeno, 2nd again in this race, owned by Axum, trained by Martin Pipe and ridden by Tony McCoy, and 3rd is number 8 Celtic Native. That winner incidentally 11-4 if you had it.
Number 2 Barracuda at 11-4, and that was 2nd favourite. 2nd number 4 Deano's Beeno, the 9-4 favourite. 3rd number 8 Celtic Native at 9-1.